Hello, I'm Trent, aka oTradeMark here, and these are the 3 new units in update 10.7.5 of Anime Adventures. We have Itachi, Sasuke, and Shisui, and I'm seeing a lot of misinformation about these units and what they do and who is best. But no longer will you spread misinformation because you're watching an oTradeMark video and you're gonna learn who is best and why they're best right here in this video. So first off, let me just make sure we don't actually lose while we're recording this video anytime soon. But the main thing that I see is that, well, Itachi's damage sucks, and so the other two are better. And if you look here, at max upgrade, Itachi's doing somewhere, at max level 100 max upgrade, Itachi's doing around 64,000 damage, Sasuke's doing around 95,000, Shisui's doing around 128,000 damage. That's going to vary depending on your base stat roll, your curse, and your trait, but that's where you're going to land approximately. The problem with this is that it doesn't show damage per second. Now, if you calculate damage per second, Itachi's still the worst. But the problem is, a lot of players are not including his burn damage. Now, most units that deal burn damage only deal about 30% extra damage over 5 seconds. Itachi, on the other hand, deals 100% of his damage over 10 seconds. So every second, he's dealing 10% damage, making him deal 2 times the amount of damage that he actually shows here. So if you want to think of it, he basically has 126,000 damage dealt over 10 seconds, okay? Well, technically 60,000 at the beginning and then 60,000 or 63,000 over 10 seconds, all right? Now, if you equip his relic, it doubles the burn duration, not burn damage, burn duration, which means that over 20 seconds, he's going to actually deal 3 times damage. All right, now you can see why I praise Itachi so much. He is dealing nearly 30,000 damage per second if you consider his full 20 seconds of burn duration, and that is second highest in the game, second only to Dio Overheaven. How many of you have Dio Overheaven? Very few of you. So Itachi is literally the most accessible high DPS unit in the game, making him, in my opinion, the best unit for this update. That being said, he is not without his disadvantages. Okay, let me talk about those. First off, his damage is dealt over 20 seconds with the relic. That's a long time. It's going to take a while to deal his damage. Secondly, he's a ground-only unit that never hits air at any upgrade. Okay, for that reason, some players are saying that Sasuke is pretty solid because Sasuke not only hits air upgrade 8 when he unlocks Kirin, he also has a 1-second stun at that upgrade. Okay, so let me show you that. Sasuke, when we get him up to the Kirin, boom, he's gonna unlock his crazy dragon right here. Look at this. Comes down, boom, stuns units, okay? 1-second stun every 6 seconds or so. Very strong support unit. Deals a respectable damage at the same time, right? So Sasuke is a pretty strong unit. Shisui, on the other hand, doesn't really have any benefits aside from being just a pure DPS unit. He's not slacking, guys. Shisui is the 8th highest DPS in the game, so he's a very good unit too. It's just that I feel Itachi is better, okay? If you consider his burn, like I said, it's dealing the 2nd highest DPS in the game. Now let's address one more rumor that I see going around with Itachi. People are saying Itachi's damage does not stack. His burn damage doesn't stack. Let me just fix that real quick and show you guys that it most certainly does. Itachi is going to burn for 341 tick, right? Okay, let's have him attack this unit right here. As soon as you see that 341 tick, I'm going to drop 2 more units. And now instead of 1 341 tick, you're going to start seeing, what is that? 3 341 ticks. In fact, that was 4 341 ticks. Why? Because not only does Itachi stack with multiple units, he also stacks with himself on multiple attacks. So it doesn't matter if his burn damage is dealt over 20 seconds because at the end of the day, Itachi is going to basically deal 3 times the number that you see here over 20 seconds. So yeah, my Itachi's only doing 85,000, but guess what? 3 of them over 20 seconds is actually doing 3 times 85,000 times 3 again, and so I mean he's dealing a ridiculous amount of damage once you consider all of his burn damage. Okay, So what I'm pointing out is that, like, a lot of people are not understanding how Itachi's burn works and how much damage it actually does, and you're no longer going to make that mistake, because you can see here he's a very, very strong unit. I would say second best unit of this update is probably Sasuke, just for the benefit of him being able to hit air and him being able to stun is very strong. It's very strong, so that would be my second pick. Shishui is not a slouch either, though, so don't worry. If you get Shishui, you don't manage to upgrade the other ones, that's a perfectly fine unit for this update. I just feel the other two are probably better at their respective roles. Itachi being pure ground DPS, Sasuke being kind of a hybrid air hitter with a stun, support aspect to him. Okay, so that is your 3 units. They're all pretty cool. They're all worth evolving if you do want to grind the raids that often. And the thing is, Shishui is the only limited one, so you're actually okay if you start after this update. You can still go and grind these from the raids. I really like that change with the raids. I think it's very good for the game. But yeah, they also come with some pretty cool animations. The Susanos on Shishui and Itachi are super cool. You can see his is the flame Susanoo, and then Shishui does have a Susanoo as well. It's green, and I have another video on that if you don't want to go watch the showcase for Shishui and see all his attack animations. But anyways, guys, that is it for me. Hopefully this helps you decide which units you want to go for this update. Anyways, Malo, Albito, thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out of here.